It was the week before she was graduating from college.
It was when she was pregnant with her third child.
It was at the same time as starting a new job.
Ellie was out of town and called me to say that he woke up and he was supposed to fly home and he couldn't see out of one eye.
And we're like, well, when do you need to go to the clinic? That sounds odd.
He called us in and sat us down and pretty much just said straight up, you have MS.
To us, we were hearing our dad's really sick, right? Like that's what we were hearing and understanding.
It was difficult because at first I didn't know what it was.
I thought it was something that you died from.
Me, I was a wreck.
It's hard seeing someone you care about go through this.
I didn't know what the future looked like. I didn't know if I could do anything to help.
It just scared me to death,
Everybody scrambled to try and get a better handle on what it was.
God, what can anybody do? It's terrible.
Well, I would say it's not the end of the world.
We're going to figure this thing out, whatever it is, whatever it looks like.
This isn't going to bother me or defeat me or do anything.
I have to keep moving. I have to work out. I have to run. I have to get involved.
Instead of worrying about the things that you can't do, you realize all the things you can do.
She immediately became a weightlifter.
She has joined the board.
Double major out of Rice University, one of the best universities. This girl is it.
Sharon doesn't let MS define her.
She takes this diagnosis and then she's now using it to help other people.
Aside from being a mother, being an advocate for those with MS is really her mission.
The best thing you can do is get informed.
MS is one of those diseases that's unseen.
One day a lesion can appear here and cause this kind of damage, and it could appear somewhere else and not do anything at all. You don't know. I think that folks with MS, they're just normal people.
My dad didn't change as a person because of his MS, and if anything, it made him stronger.
She's like the best person in the world I know. Even if she wasn't my daughter, I would think that.
There's a spark. There's just a spark, and I don't know how else to put it.
She inspires me every day.
There's kind of this ease about her and you just instantly feel comfortable and like you can be yourself.
I laugh so much more since I've been with her than I have probably every year prior to my whole life.
Gil, you are daily an inspiration to me and I love you.
So there's so many people that are next to you that may have MS, but you don't know that.
My husband,
my dad,
Our daughter Wendy,
My wife Ashley,
My best friend,
my very good friend,
my wife Sharon,
my mom
has MS.
Good evening and welcome to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society's annual Oklahoma City Dinner of Champions presented by the Chickasaw Nation. I am Kimberly Lohman-Clapp, and I am so honored to be with all of you here tonight. We have an incredible program ahead for you tonight, and we can't thank you enough for hanging with us as you log on and you're sitting at home and things have changed because of COVID. But one thing hasn't changed, and that is our commitment to fighting this disease and to supporting those we love who have it. Each of you has a personal reason why you're here tonight. And I want to share with you for a moment my why is Katie Reeson Lathrop. 22 years ago, I moved into a little house off of Western Avenue, and right next door in an equally as tiny little yellow house was Katie, who would become my best friend and really a family member to me. Katie and I have traveled on every journey together. We were there when each other got married. We were there when our children were born. And about 20 years ago, I was there with her and her then fiance, Jamie, at the time, when Katie experienced the first devastating effects of multiple sclerosis. Since that time, in the last 2 decades, Katie has gone through various different treatments, 3 big ones. The first one was an injectable medication. The second one was a pill that didn't work very well. And the third one now is a pill that does work well. And the progress in those therapies is thanks to people like you and support from you in events like this. As a daughter of the Chickasaw Nation, it will not surprise you that Katie has responded to MS with strength, with grace, with humor, and with action. In fact, she may have even delivered a delicious meal to your door tonight. So Katie is my why, and I know each of you have your why tonight. We are here to honor all of them, to let them know, to let you know, Katie, that you will never be alone on this journey and on this fight. So our hope is that each of you leaves here today feeling more informed, feeling more empowered, feeling more inspired to take action and to join the movement to do something about MS now and end this disease forever. You know, MS was neglected and poorly understood when Sylvia Lowry started the society back in 1946, but together we have reshaped life with MS. If one person's passion and perseverance can launch an entire movement that's led to more breakthroughs than the world has seen for any other neurological disease, imagine what this movement can achieve today and how much of a difference your support can make. Let's join together and give all that we can. Let's give our time. Let's give our resources, our energy, until we create a world free of MS. We are in this together, and the next chapter of the MS movement is ours to write. If you have not done so already, make sure you're registered on our website so you can donate, and especially so you can buy raffle tickets throughout our program. You can do so by texting OKC DOC 21 to 76278, 76278, or go to the okcdoc21.givesmart.com. So the research, the services, and awareness efforts of the National MS Society depend on the generosity of our supporters, of you. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize tonight's sponsors and their commitment to the Society's mission. Our presenting sponsor, the Chickasaw Nation. Our gold sponsor is Biogen. Our silver sponsor, Janssen Pharmaceutical Companies. Our bronze sponsors, American Fidelity Foundation, Genentech, and Sanofi Genzyme. And thank you to our community partners listed on the screen. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. I know we would have a big round of applause if we were all together tonight. I can almost hear it. Just a quick reminder, raffle tickets for the beautiful necklace designed and donated by Jennifer Whitekiller are on sale now. You can see the beautiful design here. This is a pendant. It features a center cut pink sapphire surrounded by individually set topaz and opals. Raffle tickets are just one for $75, and that's in honor of the 75th anniversary of the Society, or two for $125. Again, a $4,000 value for this beautiful pendant, and of course it goes toward a great cause. You can easily purchase your raffle tickets on your phones. Just click on that Give Smart link you received when you registered, and then click on Items, click on Raffle, and choose the number of raffle tickets you wish to purchase. You can also go to okcdoc21.givesmart.com. And just as a reminder, the raffle will close at 8 o'clock Central Time. And now it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Christy Eckler, the Executive Director of the South Central Market of the National MS Society.
Hello, everyone, and a big thank you to Kimberly for joining us and helping us today as our MC extraordinaire. I'm Christy Eckler, Executive Director of the South Central Market for the National MS Society, and I support the efforts in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and North Texas. I'm honored to be a part of this organization for many reasons, and one being my personal journey with MS the past 10 years. It's humbling to be a part of this team and this group of community volunteers that offer so much of their time and leadership with a service-driven approach. I know we're not together in person, but we are together in spirit. Tonight's gathering virtually and some together in their homes will allow each and every one of us the power to achieve breakthroughs, uncover solutions, and help stop MS in its tracks. What began with one woman's vision and commitment is today a 50-state network leading a global charge to create a world free of MS. We have paved the way for over 20 disease-modifying treatments, none of which existed just 30 years ago. You have helped us bring together the world, set the standard for diagnosing MS quickly and accurately. You helped us uncover the role of immune cells in disease progression and treatment, and the possibilities of restoring function to so many suffering. You helped us fund over 1,000 early career researchers who have since been behind nearly every major breakthrough in treatment. You have helped us drive billions of dollars into federal research funding, won state level reforms for quality respite services and home modification tax credits, and ensured that the voice of those with MS is always heard in courtrooms and boardrooms where we fight for accessibility and affordability, in media where we tell your stories, and in the halls of power where we make all of our needs known. You help us build a network of resources and events that have helped people affected by MS live less isolated, more informed, and happier lives. Whether that means one newly diagnosed person finally finds the education program that they need online, 50,000 people benefiting from the in-depth personalized support of our MS navigators, it's extraordinary. Or 300,000 people stepping forward for Walk MS each year. Prevention of this disease is on the horizon because of each of you. This is what's possible when you put the voices and the needs of people affected by MS first, convene people and continue progress on a global scale, and make the most strategic use of every dollar our movement raises. We know nearly 1 million people are living with MS in the United States. This breakthrough helps us better understand the disease and its impact. With twice as many people living with MS, solutions for MS are now twice as important. Until we end this disease forever, we will do whatever it takes to accelerate breakthroughs, whether you are one of the 1 million people living with MS or you have a loved one living with MS, we know you can help to make a difference. I'm so glad you're watching tonight. It will take all of us and more to achieve a world free of MS. There are many sponsors, supporters, and patrons that have helped make this event possible, but it all starts with 2 incredible leaders in our community saying yes to serving as the co-chairs of this event. It is my honor to introduce the extraordinary leaders who said yes and served as the co-chairs of the 2021 Dinner of Champions, Katie and Jamie Lathrop.
Thank you, Christy, and thank you all for watching tonight. As this year's co-chairs, we are proud to help advance the National MS Society's vision to create a world free of MS. MS can be harsh, unfair, and overwhelming. An unpredictable disease of the central nervous system that can affect everything the body does. Despite all our progress, despite all we've learned, 1 million people still live with the challenges and uncertainty of MS. Every one of their journeys is unique and every one of their lives matter, but no one has to face MS alone. Together we will break through MS.
On a personal note, I would like to thank the Oklahoma chapter of the MS Society for all they do for this event and for every one of us living with MS. I would also like to thank my very good friend, Kimberly Lohman Clapp, for agreeing to MC the evening with us tonight. Some incredible individuals joined us in this journey by serving on the Oklahoma City Dinner of Champions Committee, Andrea Monticello and Sheila Duell. We appreciate all your hard work and your contributions to this evening. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our next guest. He is the director of the Oklahoma Medical Research Foundation's MS Center of Excellence, and it is a center of excellence. He is an ophthalmologist, a neurologist, and a neuro-ophthalmologist. His clinical goals include providing MS patients with access to multidisciplinary comprehensive research to ensure successful treatment outcomes. He serves on many national professional committees, including the National Clinical Advisory Board of the National MS Society. His research interests focus on identifying objective markers of disease activity or progression, advanced clinical and translational research, and optimization of ambulatory function. He has also completed important research funded by the MS Society. He was inducted into the Volunteer Hall of Fame of the National MS Society under the Health Professionals and Research category. Please help me welcome my own personal neurologist and all-around great guy, Dr. Gabriel Pardo.
Hello, everybody. In a time when we have collectively focused on health-related issues, unavoidable in a time of a pandemic, we have all given more thought to what is implied when strategizing to come up with solutions for specific problems. Science has stepped up to the plate swiftly and effectively when an infectious disease threatened our species. The circumstances facilitated this. Scientists were able to take advantage of the knowledge that we had been developing for many years. Institutions allocated much needed resources, and the community volunteered by the tens of thousands to come up with effective vaccines in record time. This same type of process at a different scale is inherent to our approach to solving specific human diseases. The National MS Society has been committed to this endeavor starting 75 years ago and continues to support scientists pursuing a cure for multiple sclerosis. This slide tells us this pathway started in 1945 with this advertisement in the New York Times: MS, will anyone who have recovered from it please respond? Sylvia Laurie, who was frustrated by the lack of solutions for her brother's balance and visual problems induced by MS, got 50 responses, and the MS movement was put in motion back then. Now, 75 years later, we can report that MS is the field of neurology that has achieved more advances than any other. Understanding the mechanisms of the disease has resulted in the availability of more than 17 unique medicines to manage multiple sclerosis, which no doubt have transformed our ability to improve outcomes. And we keep getting better at it. But we still have gaps. We need to be able to reverse damage. We need to be able to prevent MS, and we still need to come up with a cure. In the next slide, we see how this has resulted in an updated mission statement from the National MS Society to focus on finding cures for MS and on a bold initiative called Pathways to Cures. Its goal is to establish a clear vision of the most promising research with this objective. The roadmap identifies knowledge gaps, milestones, and actions needed to speed the development of cures for MS. Let's review it in more detail in this next slide. As you can see here, it has been in motion for several years with input from multiple stakeholders and will result eventually in a document to be published in a high-profile journal. This graph overlaps the evolution of MS in any given individual and where in that timeline the objectives of stop, restore, and end are most relevant. We start with a window of risk on the left, where you are healthy and have no evidence of disease, but you are at increased risk of developing MS. It then evolves through the subclinical stage where the changes are taking place, but the disease manifestations are not evident quite yet. Then it follows the more well-known evolution of MS through its early and late stages. As it is now shown in this next slide, the stop pathway pursues no more disease activity and starts before there is clear evidence of disease. That is what we call the subclinical stage. And it goes through the later stages of the disease. The two objectives here are early detection and precision medicine. Early detection aims to reduce or eliminate the impact of MS before symptoms ever appear. An important component of this goal is to identify biomarkers that will give us confidence in starting treatment at this very early stage and perhaps even prevent it altogether. Precision medicine pursues individualized treatment and lifestyle strategies to prevent progression. We want to identify ways to ascertain quickly that someone is responding to therapy and to find which medication suits someone the best. The next slide shows the goal of the Restore pathway, which is to reverse symptoms and disability and enable full participation in society. It also goes all the way in that timeline that I showed you before, from the subclinical to the later stages of MS. It includes regeneration, where the objective is to enhance tissue repair, and regeneration to slow or reverse MS progression and to improve symptoms. The second component is restore activity, which is to recover function through rehabilitation and wellness strategies. In this last slide, we present the goal of the END pathway, which is to achieve no new cases of MS. Essentially, can we prevent it from happening altogether? That needs to happen very early, even in the healthy stage when all you have is just the risk of the disease. This can be achieved by limiting exposure to risk factors in the general population and also focusing on the at-risk population. We want you to be part of the process. We can jointly stop, restore, and end multiple sclerosis.
Thank you, Dr. Prideaux. Hi, it's Christy Eckler again. I'm honored to stand in for our South Central Board Chair, David Carter, who is looking forward to presenting the first award of the evening, the Spirit of Philanthropy, to a very special person. Philanthropy, I'm going to get tongue-tied. Philanthropy literally means love of mankind. Philanthropy is giving for a purpose or a cause that is benefiting others. Our recipient told our board chair, David Carter, that he is not worthy of the recognition he will receive tonight at the Oklahoma City Dinner of Champions. The recipient's award shows David and I why he's receiving this award. He stated many others deserve much more support and recognition than he does in the MS movement. And there are many more that are more deserving. With all due respect to our award recipient, David and I disagree. While there are many important players on our MS team, few, if any, play with the passion, compassion, and uncanny will to win the day for others like this person. For over 20 years, he has seen the need and filled with the unique contributions needed to achieve a winning outcome for people living with MS. Whether it's helping MS self-help support groups in Oklahoma, or since 1999, yes, 1999, adding the magic needed to inspire riders at the Oklahoma Bike MS Ride. He has been a top fundraiser for bike events across the South, 27 bike events, including MS 150. This person and his lovely wife, Emily, has participated in many more fundraising events for the MS Society and has spoken on our behalf many times. Some of the most notable events are the Climb to the Top of the Rock in New York City, over 15 years of support to various Walk MS events, a shrimp boil in Oklahoma City, a do-it-yourself event called Shoot Down MS, and helping other events around his local community. But one of the most special things I've heard about is how he is honoring his late friend and MS warrior, Jody Budacek, by continuing her annual tradition of Christmas gift giving to MS veterans and nursing home recipients. Aside from the philanthropy and giving spirit, the recipient's professional career is quite impressive. He has been a health educator for over 30 years in the field of geriatrics and gerontology. He worked for nearly 20 years jointly at the Houston Veterans Affairs Medical Center and Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, Texas. In 2003, he moved to Oklahoma to join the Oklahoma City Veterans Affairs Medical Center and the University of Oklahoma Donald W. Reynolds Department of Geriatric Medicine. He retired from the VA in 2013, and he wasn't done after 40 years of service. In 2015, he was appointed the chair of the Department of Health Promotion Sciences at the University of Oklahoma's College of Public Health. Even professionally, he's giving to others. And I still haven't stated all the amazing things you have done for others. So to use David's words, Tom Teasdale, you are an impact player. And with your wife, Emily, you form a formidable team against the forces of MS evil. David, I'm quoting David. Tonight, you are the MVP. So enjoy it. Your love and devotion to Emily and your resulting good works inspire so many to achieve our society's mission to cure MS while empowering others affected by MS to live their best lives. You and Emily truly embody the spirit of philanthropy. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Spirit of Philanthropy Award recipient, Tom Teasdale.
Thank you, Christy. That was so kind. I don't know if I own all those things. I asked Emily to join me here because she is my mission. Thank you, society members. Thank you, Representative Cole. Kimberly, you're doing an awesome job. Katie and Jamie, you got me into all this. Dr. Prideaux and OMRF for all your fine clinical and research efforts. It really, that's why we're here, 25, 30 years later. So thank you. And I want to thank the Hudson College of Public Health for supporting community wellness. It's really awesome. I owe a really big thanks to all my friends who joined here at our virtual Team Teasdale table. Which we're gonna make this happen in spite of COVID, because it's gotta happen anyway. We all find success in Bike MS and Walk MS and do-it-yourself teams, and there's really energy there. And anyone who's watching, I hope you see that and join one of those. I clearly need to thank the 200 or so people on my donor list who allow me to ask them every year to support the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. I mean, you know who you are. You must be getting tired of it, but I'm not shy about giving you all the opportunity to contribute. It's actually your gift to the mission, and we thank you for it. All we do is really help people see how unfair this disease is and what strength and resolve people living with MS have. So thank you for caring. My biggest thank you tonight goes to Governor Anatubby and the Chickasaw Nation for their really sustained effort of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society and people living with central nervous diseases of all kinds. So to you, Governor Chokmat, Ishtok Salik, Yakuke Chimanhili, which means thank you for all your good work. So thank you all. Good night.
All right. Thank you so much, Christy. And congratulations, Tom and Team Teasdale, on this well-deserved award. As you heard earlier, there are nearly 1 million people in the US living with MS who need our support tonight. One of the ways you can help tonight is through a donation. The raffle is now closed, and we're going to announce the winner at the end of the program. Now, it gave me great pleasure to introduce our next guest, JD Shackley. JD has a very personal reason for being with us tonight. We made him dig up a very old photograph, even older than the one I shared with Katie, and I'll let him share his story tonight, his why. JD.
Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate the introduction. I am so glad, so honored to be here tonight. The story of my why begins when I was 15 years old. I was 15, and one night I got up the courage to ask her out for a date. And she said yes, and I immediately asked her one more question. I asked her, "Can you drive? Because I'm only 15 years old." And so if you fast forward after that, about 8 years, we were living in Greeley, Colorado. We were newly engaged, and she was going to graduate school, and I had my first job right out of college. And she woke up one morning and she could not see out of one of her eyes. And after many doctor's appointments, after many nights with reduced sleep because we did not know what we were going to do. We found out she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And so after all those nights of not knowing what to do, you fast forward 22 years later, and here we are. We have a son that's a freshman in college. We have a daughter that's a freshman in high school, and I'm the luckiest guy on earth, Kimberly.
All right, GD. Well, thank you so much for sharing your personal story. I love this picture of you two from prom. What a great memory. And thank you again for sharing your why. All right, we know that every MS journey is unique and everyone living with MS has their own story to tell. Let's look at Sheila Duell's story.
My name is Sheila Duell. I'm 62 years old and I'm from Hennessy, Oklahoma. I recently celebrated my 40th wedding anniversary with my husband, Fred. We have 4 children, all graduates of Oklahoma State, and 6 grandchildren. I'm a retired school teacher and own a boutique here in my hometown of Hennessy. I enjoy walking, riding my bicycle, traveling, and teaching my women's Sunday school class, and of course my grandchildren. There are 1 million people in the United States with MS. That means there are 1 million stories. When I was teaching in the elementary, I began to notice that letters were missing out of words, which is ironic because I'm teaching pre-K and kindergartners letters and words, but an MRI revealed what I had suspected, which was that I had MS. But I didn't see my diagnosis as a death sentence, but I did realize that it might change my life, and I knew this because my twin sister had been diagnosed 10 years earlier, and she was quickly losing her mobility, and she's in a wheelchair now. She was supposed to be my traveling partner. Because I'm a woman of faith, I know that God doesn't always show up to our door with roses. I saw that when we lost our precious granddaughter Melly when she was just 6 months old, and then I saw it again when my twin sister was put in a wheelchair. But then I saw the blessings that were received because of it. Being connected with the MS Society is key. It's a place to connect with others. We're not wired to be isolated. We need a community. Being involved in walks and other MS fundraisers just allows you to connect with others who are affected by MS, and really encouraging each other is vital. The MS Society allowed me to travel to Washington, D.C. a few years ago to speak to our legislators about funding and affordable medications and insurance, and making sure that our legislators were helping those people affected with MS. Funding the MS Society, it does give us that community that we need, and it gives us resources through the MS Navigators. They're there to educate, to support, to give you information and other help concerning your insurance and employment and your medications. We're really an army of people who are passionate and determined to find a cure. To those whose lives have been forever changed, as you face challenges and feel like giving up, remember you are the real MVPs. To my twin sister, I believe that there will be a cure, and we will one day climb those mountains in Colorado and walk the beaches in Florida. This is a plea to continue with your funding, to continue with your fundraising, and just to know how important that is to those who suffer this terrible and sometimes devastating disease. We thank you. We're glad that you're here for us, and we just appreciate everything that the MS Society is doing to try to help all of those that are affected.
Sheila, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful story and your optimism. We appreciate your powerful message of hope for the future. JD?
Kimberly, I love that the National MS Society has provided her with hope and a community that she can count on.
Exactly right. And we need your help right now to make a significant impact on the MS movement. The next chapter in our story could be the last chapter for MS. We can be the generation that ends this disease for good. We have never been closer to a cure, to understanding how to prevent the disease, how to reverse its course, to bringing life-changing solutions and treatments to everyone living with MS. It is only possible with you. Let's join together and help create a world free of MS. JD?
It is so easy to give. Your donation will make an impact. So let's get started. Click on the link you just received from GetSmart to make your donation, or text OKCDOC21 to 76278. Now click on that link and make your donation. See how easy it is to give. Kimberly, can you share with the audience some examples of how their contributions will help?
Yes, I can, JD. And I think we're both going to do this. First off, remember that every dollar makes a difference.
Remember that you are making an investment that could go towards funding the next big scientific breakthrough.
Right. Funding from the National MS Society led to the discovery of every effective treatment for MS. You can be the one who helps fund the next treatment.
You can help fund the vital programs and services those living with MS need in order to live their best lives.
So let's look at amounts and how they can impact. $5,000 can provide 1 month of support for an MS research fellow and launch the career of the next great MS research leader.
$2,500 could fund 1 week of a multi-year research project trying to uncover the next MS breakthrough.
$1,000 could provide an auto modification to help people with MS maintain their driving independence.
$500 could provide up to 6 months of in-person counseling services to someone living with MS.
$250 could provide a person with dedicated support from an MS navigator to address their unique MS needs.
$100 could allow a person to participate in a clinical trial for 3 days to expand the number of available MS treatments.
Or you can make a gift of $75. And this is the smallest amount that we mentioned, but it's one of the most important because this helps us celebrate the 75th anniversary of the National MS Society. You can see the names coming in here of all the supporters of tonight's event, and the total there, we are edging close to $10,000. So please do text GIVE 100 to 76278 to make a $100 donation. We appreciate all of you who are giving tonight, all of the supporters listed on the screen. Christy Eckler, you have been just tremendous in this fight, and we're so grateful to you. Carla McKenzie, I know Carla down in Texas, wonderful woman. Thank you so much for your donation.
Janelle Hickey, Gail and Rick Muncrief, fantastic.
Joe Whitaker, we really appreciate all that you all are giving tonight. The anonymous donors as well. Not everybody wants to be recognized, and that's absolutely fine, but we appreciate every dollar. Again, all you have to do is text OKCDOC21 to this number on your screen, 76278.
I also saw Andrea Monticello there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And I do think, oh, look at the total. It just jumped there. You know, you never know when you're doing these things virtually, how much is in real time and how much takes a little bit of time to catch up, but we just popped up to over $11,000 in donations. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I can actually see Team Teasdale back there. They're still there. They're cheering their rowdy crew. Of course, inspired by Tom Teasdale. biking over 20 years. So grateful to you, Tom, and your team, and all of the teams that were invited tonight. We all had planned to be in person together, and we are sincerely hoping we can next year. But for now, gathering virtually, we're so grateful to all of you at home who are taking part in this tonight.
Once again, that's OKCDOC21 to this number, 76278. OKCDOC21 and then 76278.
So far tonight, we have raised over $13,000 just in this bidding alone. So we are so grateful. Oh, and the number just jumped to $15,000. So,
Amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that's wonderful. We have to keep, filling here, JD, because we want people to continue to tip. Give them time to find their phones.
I see Janelle Hickey there. I see my prom date, Katrina Shackley's there on that.
Yeah, she's a really cute one. You grabbed a good one. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much. All right, we'll just hold on to this for just a minute more. If you have a little bit more to give, a lot of people wait till the end of the year and they take a look at their taxes and they think, oh, I'll wait and see and how much I can give then. If you're able to give even just $75 today to celebrate the 75 years of the MS Society, we'd be so grateful. The Morgan Stanley Foundation, we appreciate you so much. Jamie Lathrop, I haven't gotten to talk about Jamie very much, Katie's husband, like a brother to me, just such a dear man by his wife's side through all of this. Love the Lathrop family. It is so amazing to see families that are directly impacted by MS leading the charge. And there is a family that is doing exactly that. Looks like we're up to 16,531. Is that what you see, JD?
That is exactly what I see.
How is your wife doing tonight? Is she camera shy?
She is in the other room listening as we speak, I'm sure.
All right. Well, that's okay. That's all right. We appreciate you being the face of the family tonight.
Well, it's such an honor to be here.
All right. Let's just hold on for one more minute to let the final donations come in. We're holding steady here at $16,531. But, with the magic of live streaming, that number could jump, and we're hoping that it does. Remember, you can text GIVE 100 to 76278 to make that $100 donation. All right, JD, what do you think?
I think that number is going to get bigger after we go away from the screen.
I think it is too. And if it does, we'll be sure to share it out with everyone. But in the meantime, we want to express gratitude for everyone's generosity. This is it's a wonderful cause and wonderful to be with all of you virtually tonight. But in spirit, I feel the spirit.
Absolutely. I just want to say, Kimberly, it's been a pleasure being with you today. Thank everyone so much, so much for your generous donations. Everyone out there, you are really making a difference. Thank you.
Yes, you are. And JD, thank you. And I want to personally thank each of you for making a meaningful gift. Remember, we are in this together, and that's a theme you've heard throughout the night. We didn't even necessarily plan it that way, but that definitely captures the spirit of this effort. The next chapter of the MS movement is ours to write. And remember, you can still donate on GiveSmart to support the Society's mission. You can also share that link to your friends and family and those who wanted to sit at a table with you tonight and couldn't be there. Thank you, everyone, for your generous support, for uniting with us today and joining the movement to push forward toward a world free of MS. Our next guest is currently serving his 9th term in the U.S. House of Representatives. Congressman Tom Cole serves on the Congressional Multiple Sclerosis Caucus and co-chairs the Native American Caucus. He is a 5th-generation Oklahoman and an enrolled member of the Chickasaw Nation. He is one of only 5 Native Americans currently serving in Congress and is a fierce advocate for federal funding research, particularly the National Institutes of Health. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our honorary Dinner of Champions Chair, U.S. Representative, Mr. Tom Cole.
Hi, it's my great privilege to introduce the recipient of this year's MS Hope Award. The MS Hope Award is an award given by the National MS Society to outstanding civic and community leaders in the United States. To receive an award like this, you have to establish a long record of service, partnership, outreach, and leadership in your community. And no one's done that more in the state of Oklahoma than my good friend, the governor of the Chickasaw Nation, Bill Anatubby. I've had the pleasure of knowing Governor Anatubby for almost 40 years, and I've watched as he's transformed the Chickasaw Nation and frankly done great and wonderful things for the state of Oklahoma and the country as well. When Governor Anatubby first went to work for the tribe in 1975, it was not a very significant economic organization. In fact, when he became the governor in 1987, Chickasaw Nation only employed about 250 people in the state of Oklahoma. Today, it employs almost 14,000 and over 100 different businesses and enterprises. And the income that those businesses generate support over 200 programs. Many, of course, benefit the Chickasaw Nation, but many benefit people well beyond. And of the employees, frankly, the majority are neither Native American nor Chickasaw. So Governor Anatubby provides thousands of jobs to help the people in the state. But what's genuinely set him apart from other leaders is his constant willingness to reach on beyond his tribe and his nation and to partner with other Oklahomans in common endeavors and common purposes. Bill Anatubby is an extraordinary leader for our state as well as for his tribe and nation. So it's a great privilege to see him receive this recognition tonight and this extraordinary award for his service to all of Oklahoma.
Chick-Ma, it is tremendous to be honored with the MS Hope Award and to be included among so many MS activists and advocates, many here tonight, who are working to advance important MS issues, facilitate services for those affected, and prevent MS in future generations. The Chickasaw Nation is an avid supporter of the MS Society because of the incredible work you do, along with improving the quality of life of people affected by MS in Oklahoma and raising funds for critical MS research. We appreciate your great work in educating the public and what MS is and how important it is to find a cure. The Chickasaw Nation has long recognized the positives of partnering with like-minded, driven organizations such as the MS Society. Our need to fight MS in our community is clear, and the mission is vital, and we are thankful to work with such a capable and dedicated ally in this fight. The MS Society has been a fantastic partner and source of information and initiatives over the time we have worked together. Your mission to cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives, and our mission at the Chickasaw Nation to enhance the overall quality of life of the Chickasaw people go hand in hand. Working together, we truly believe we will fulfill our shared vision of a world free of MS. We are thankful for the MS Society and everything you do to advocate for those who suffer from MS and for advancing our fight against eradicating this disease which affects so many. Thank you again for the tremendous honor of the MS Hope Award. This is accepted in recognition of the work of all those in the Chickasaw Nation and in the MS Society who fight against MS and improve the lives of those affected by it. Thank you to all of you who continue to support the MS Society and to everyone involved in the research for cure. Together, we will end MS. Thank you.
And thank you, Governor Anatubby. One of the parts about not being live in person today in Oklahoma City, I was so looking forward to spending time with you this evening. And also to Congressman Cole, thank you so much for your leadership. We appreciate both of you so much in fighting MS. Okay, now it's time to announce our raffle winner. And it appears that if you have the name Tom, you're a lucky guy. We're giving a lot of kudos to Tom's tonight. And it looks like Tom Means has won the raffle for that beautiful pink sapphire. So Tom Means, congratulations. A society staff member will be in touch shortly to coordinate getting that gorgeous necklace to you. On behalf of the National MS Society, I would like to thank our committee, all of our sponsors today, all of you for your support of this worthwhile cause. This movement would be nothing without your commitment. Let's also give JD Shackley a big round of applause at home for his support this evening and for supporting his wife Katrina as well. It was also great to hear from Dr. Gabriel Pardo. Dr. Pardo said he would need 2 hours to go over all the advancements and progress we've made in MS treatments in the last 20 years. And he's very hopeful about efforts to come. It can only happen, though, with events like tonight. Thank you, Dr. Pardo, for spending time with us and providing an update on the MS research. Our sincere appreciation to our honorary chair, Tom Cole, Congressman Tom Cole, for making time to be with us tonight. To my dear friends, Katie and Jamie Lathrop, your leadership and support are so important to tonight's success and so personally inspiring to me. Thank you for your generous gift of time and treasure. And finally, to our honorees, Tom Teasdale, Team Teasdale, and Governor Bill Anatubby, thank you so much for your commitment and support of the National MS Society. I hope you've all taken away something from this event and that you feel inspired to spread the message of our movement to those you love and to your communities. As we think about all we've accomplished in the last several decades, I look forward to thinking of all that we will accomplish next. Our progress is accelerating. The last 5 years has seen as much progress as the 70 years that preceded it. And we're now on the precipice of breakthroughs that we've been working on since this movement began. Breakthroughs that will go down in history as the ones that helped end this disease forever. Finally, we want to thank each of you for supporting the National MS Society and their mission. We will cure MS and empower those affected by MS to live their very best lives. We will see you in person next year. I'm Kimberly Lohman Clapp. Thank you for allowing me to host your program tonight. Thank you.